portfolio that you may already have loaded on the terminal. After exploring the ways in which you can keep up to speed with the news and research that affects both the broad markets and your investments, I'd like to move into functionality that will give you a solid grasp of overall market movement and assist you with your investment analysis. We'll start with EVTS. EVTS is Bloomberg's corporate event and transcript resource, tracking over 100,000 events and transcribing over 25,000 conference calls a year. Coverage includes earnings releases, earnings calls, sales results, shareholder meetings, investor conferences, M&A calls, and other relevant company events. Coverage also includes live transcription of calls as they happen, corrected PDF versions of the call, summary reports, and links to webcasts and archived audio. At the top of the screen, you'll be able to customize a number of things. You'll be able to select the source from which you want to pull in specific company-related releases. So for example, you can click on Source, and let's select an equity index. For our example, we'll select the S&P, which is SPX. You'll see that you have the ability to customize the date range. You can select it to now, next 7 days, or you can customize further. Once you're done customizing, at the very top, you can press the Go key, and you will see a list populate at the bottom with the relevant event types pertaining to the source and the particular date range. While you have the ability to export these events into your Outlook calendar simply by clicking into any one of these icons in the far right column, keep in mind that you can also click into each event for links to other analytics, including pages on earnings analysis, fundamental data, research reports, and company news. Once you select an event, which I've just done, you can click on Analysis in the top left corner to display and analyze a number of related analyses that you can continue to run on that particular security. For our example, you can select earnings analysis. In this example, we selected the S&P as our security pool. From there, you'll be able to, depending on the tab that you are on, you can drill down further into each of the sectors comprising the index. As you click into a particular sector, you're able to drill down further for performance, to not only see how the subsectors are performing, but also how the securities within these subsectors are performing and how they correlate to the overall earnings analysis for. You can review on the terminal for investment ideas by screening for stocks in these sectors using our equity screening function, EQS Go. EQS Go is the Bloomberg equity screening application that allows you to search for securities based on your defined criteria from a broad set of underlying data. The interface used for this tool offers full transparency at every step of the screening process. You can now identify investment ideas with advanced analytical functionality. Before we go into a sample screen, I'd also like to point out that there are 3 main tabs at the bottom. 1 where you can build and edit your screen, 2 where you can access the screens that you have already created and saved, and 3 example screens where you can access screens already created by Bloomberg for customers like you. So let's start with the 91 Build Edit screen. For a quick example, if we want to search for all companies trading below their cash and equivalents in the materials sector, we can start by searching for our sector by simply typing materials in the amber box in the middle of the page. As I type materials, you'll see that the drop-down menu updates and allows you to essentially filter for all the materials related fields that we have. So let's select the first option, which is materials. The more you type, the further it narrows your choices. So let's go ahead and select and input our second criteria. Next, for the fundamental criteria, I will search for market cap, again in the amber field. Select the appropriate field, which in this case is the first one. Select, when prompted, whether I want to view whether it's greater than, less than, etc. In this case, I will select less than. And in the third amber box that eventually appears, I will type in cash to find the field that I am looking for. I will use the default latest filing and press go. Now, you'll notice under selected screening criteria that at the bottom you'll see the number of securities that meet both criteria that I input. You'll see the exact number in the bottom right. If you have a specific fundamental or technical based ratio that you'd like to use but it's not currently available in our list of fields, you can use the Formula tab located at the top to create a custom field for use in your screen. This provides full flexibility in your search. Keep in mind that you can also add criteria using the universe criteria given at the very top. This includes full product segmentation and allows you to search for specific revenue drivers. After you finish selecting all of the criteria, you can click on Results in the lower right. All of the securities that match will appear in a list with a list of comparable columns. This will include any numerical values from your search criteria. You can also add columns to this view using the amber field above, or also by clicking on Fields in the top right. Once you have your securities listed, you can then click into each of them for links to further analysis with the description page. You'll see not only the description page, but also related functionality for further analysis. So let's click into Company Description, the second option. On the description page, you'll see that the market information for the selected security appears at the top of the screen. Just below that, you'll find a snapshot of stock data with links to further analysis regarding the profile of the company, issue information, ratios, and revenue and EPS. With this particular page, you can click into any one of the functionalities that's highlighted to be taken to another page on the terminal for additional analysis. Also, at the top, you'll be able to click on the report feature, which allows you to create your own snapshot of the company on your screen and allows you to print it for your Japanese security. To continue your security-specific analysis, Bloomberg offers a wide range of graphing functionality. To start, you can quickly view the historic movement of a stock on GPGo. GP displays historical closing prices for a selected security, which you can see in the upper left, but also features a wide range of customization options. At the top, you'll see a gray taskbar that allows you to quickly jump between periods. Also add annotation, news, and zoom. Sorry, I didn't even go. Also, in the upper right, you have the option to add additional securities or studies for your graph, as well as events. If you click into events, for example, you'll be able to see that you can add events such as acquisitions, dividends, earnings, etc., so that you can easily plot them on your graph. To view the underlying end-of-day pricing for this particular security, you can either scroll down one page, or you can simply run the function HPGo for historical pricing. Historical pricing on HP allows you to customize the date range, the currency, and the period at the very top of the page. If you're interested in further analysis using technical studies, you can continue your graphical analysis of a security by running GraphGo at the top. This function provides you with a number of things. In the top left, you'll be able to see the chart of the day. Lower left, you'll be able to create a series of custom charts. To the right of that, we have sample G-charts that already display some of our technical studies and provide you with examples on each of these studies. And in the upper right, you'll have a number of chart resources that you can use to become more informed on each of the technical studies and charts features in the terminal. Finally, in the lower right, you'll be able to see the chart showcase of the day, displaying essentially why a particular study would be important to view on the terminal. After viewing where a specific security has priced using our chart functionality, you can then switch over to get a fundamental picture of the overall company by running FA-Go. FA-Go is a dynamic and interactive fundamental analysis tool that displays the financial history of a specific company with full transparency to the financial statements. Here, you can identify trends and analyze the value of a potential investment using the statements themselves, as well as comparative techniques and custom templates that allow you to access the data you need quickly in order to make an informed decision on an investment opportunity. The FA-Go screen initially wakes up to the Key Stats tab located in the upper left. But as you can see, there are a series of tabs located at the top that you can click into and which allow you to drill down further. So for example, clicking on the income statement, you will see that it has a series of sub-tabs as well. To suit your preferences, you can also click on the Settings tab at the very top, and this will allow you to adjust your settings whenever you populate or run this particular function. One of the key benefits of the FA-Go screen is the full transparency it offers into the numbers. For example, if you'd like to view the statement for which we have obtained a specific data point, simply click into the line item. So let's say, for example, that we'd like to click into revenue for Apple. When you do that, you'll be able to see exactly where we sourced our information from. You can click into the particular line item itself, drill down further, and on the right-hand side, you'll see two icons, two document icons, which when clicked on, allow you to view the source document itself and highlighted exactly where we got the information from. Let's close out of this and go back to the main page on FA. You will see a number of things here. You'll see that estimates, denoted by the letters EST, are included alongside historical data. You can click into any one of these estimates to view consensus estimates from sell-side analysts. This gives you a clear view of where the company has been and where it's expected to go. Depending on your analysis, you'll find it very easy to run a specific analysis based on ratios, which you'll see located at the top, valuations, segments, or additional information with the tabs at the top. Each of these tabs, specifically the additional tab, pulls in the relevant key measures for that industry. With this insight into estimates, we can continue our equity research with the earnings estimate on EEO-Go. Here on EEO, we aggregate all earnings estimates for a company in one place so you can quickly gauge market expectations on an investment opportunity. From this page, you'll see a number of things. Starting at the very top, you'll have the option to adjust the reporting period as well as the consensus type and currency. Also from this page, you can customize your settings and set alerts for earnings data, for consensus data that you are interested in for this particular security. This will allow you to stay up to speed with any estimate shifts for a particular company. Here, in this page, we're looking at consensus estimates which represent a consensus value for each measure based on reported sell-side expectations. Alongside each estimate, which is listed on the left-hand side, you'll see or you will find the number of estimates received per measure. Whenever you hover over the exact estimate numbers, you'll be able to see, or this will give you additional information, such as the number of analysts who revised the estimate itself and other key information. If we click into a specific measure, you can get even more clarity on that figure. From here, you'll see a breakdown in 3 main parts. In the top left, you'll see a quick summary of the consensus data itself. To the right of that, you'll see the historical values of the consensus data as plotted by the analysts. And just below that, you'll see a breakdown of all of the analysts who contributed to the consensus. On the left-hand side, you'll be able to see, or you'll be able to click into the research provided by this particular analyst covering the security. And to the far right, you'll be able to access a graph that allows you to view the analyst's estimates historically.